Okay, so you can see my screen, right? Ashvin, can you see my screen?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yes, yes, I can.
Yeah, okay.
Are you able to start writing?
Okay. Okay, done.
It works?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, this is, I would say, a different way to write the for loops. Can you recognize this way? Now you already write the previous one, right? So have a look at this.
Okay.
Why is it different?
Oh, it's using for each loop.
Yes. So every time we loop, we pass one row from this matrix to here, to this
Yeah.
variable. And then
Yeah.
in the inner loop, we say this row that we have, we take one element and then we print it out. Is it clear? So this is the
Yeah.
same result, but in a simpler
Yeah.
way.
Yeah. Also, I had a question even for the earlier loop and same for this loop. How
Mhm.
come the inner loop doesn't need brackets?
It actually needs brackets. The previous one doesn't have brackets.
This one also doesn't have brackets. See, if you look at the first loop has the opening and closing
Yeah.
bracket, but the
Okay.
second
Yes.
loop doesn't
So
have.
yes. Okay. So let me explain this. So um, it depends on the indentation, and if there is only one line,
Yeah.
okay, after the for loop, so it will consider it that it belongs to the for loop. If you need to put more than one line of code, then you need to put a bracket like that.
Mm.
So if
Mm.
if there is only one line, okay, so they actually omit writing the bracket.
Mm. Mm.
Okay. So we can try it again, but you can try to write one more without using a bracket, one more line, and see if it actually execute with the for loop or not, the inner for loop.
Okay.
So also this is a chance that you can write this kind of code. Can you please write it? This is very easy because it's only these two changing.
Yeah.
These three lines.
I rewrote it already. Oh, I need to comment the earlier one. Yeah, okay, it works.
Okay. May I ask you to write maybe another print statement under this?
Okay.
You can print some kind of dashes or something so that we can recognize that it's different from this.
Yeah. Okay.
What's happening?
It's running. Oh, it worked. It just added the I put it as A, it just added an A after every row.
Interesting. What about if you
Yeah.
put it outside?
Outside meaning outside all the loops or
Here, I mean, to start to make the line of printing start from here.
oh, that's why I put it. I put it below the element.
No, I want you, so okay, just share your screen. I would like to have a look.
Okay. Oh, it says you
Okay.
disable screen sharing.
Yes, you can start.
Okay. So earlier I put it here.
Wait, it takes some time at the start.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting. So it prints A at every, wait. So it print A with every row, but it doesn't print it with, okay. So again, Ajbin, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, so it print A with every row, but it doesn't print it with every element. So the one inside here. Okay, let me put it this way. Put curly braces here. Put curly braces and make the curly braces end here. Now run. No. The curly braces
yeah.
after the. You're missing curly braces. You're missing the
I need to put this before
semicolon. Yes,
calibration.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yes. What else you're missing? You put opening and closing here. You cannot put opening and closing. You have to put
Oh,
opening only.
why did it?
Okay. Have a look here. When you include it with the curly braces, it actually execute every time the inner loop runs. You force it to run So
Yeah.
can you see now? You see the difference between what I mean. Can you please? Never mind. Never mind. So what I
Yeah.
want to say is that now it runs with every time this inner loop runs, it will still print
Yeah.
here A. Now we remove the curly braces. So actually now it actually does not, it's not tied to the inner loop. It is tied to the
Yeah.
outer loop. Every time he print a row, he will print,
Yeah. Correct.
execute that one time. Clear now?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So what is the output that you get from this?
Without the bracket, it's only like it only affects. I don't know how to explain. Like it doesn't. It only affects this.
So
This is the inner loop.
it consider only one line after the for loop.
Yeah. Yeah. Only one
Okay.
line. Yeah.
Okay, that's good. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm sharing.
Yeah.
Now we have a look at a different thing. So look at this loop. How many rows, how many columns, please?
This is 2 columns, 3 rows. Wait. Yeah. Yeah. Correct. 2 columns, 3 rows.
So it's still 2 columns, 3 rows.
Yeah.
Is it? You sure?
No. Oh, you mean after?
I mean,
Wait.
this is how it looks like. This is I already put the data here.
Sorry. Yeah. That's 2 rows, three columns,
Yes.
and yeah. Sorry.
Yes. So 2 rows, 3 columns. Okay, perfect. But now, do you see any changes in these two for loops? It's exactly the same with a slight change.
Okay. Yeah. The change apart from the change in the variable from column to row, the change is the length.
Okay. So the length now become how much?
Here length is 0, so it's 0, 1, 2, so 3. I mean.
So at the maximum is what?
What do you mean at the maximum?
I mean, sorry, what I want to say that this, if I want to
It's
print this,
it'll
what it
only
will be
print
to
3.
3. Okay, and
Yeah.
this print what?
Um, um, wait. This will print the actual. So that will print 2, right?
Yes, correct. You are
Yeah.
correct. But what I want to say, this is give you always the number of rows. This will give you the number of columns. Okay. So if you
Yeah.
have square brackets like that in a 2D array, this is always go the number of columns. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Clear? Okay. Now
Yeah.
you see he started the column loop first and make the row loop the inner one. He switched. Did you notice that? So previously, what we write here, can you see what we write? What is our for loops looks like?
Okay.
He have a row, he have a column.
Yeah.
So he start with a row first, and then go on with a column. And this is the output that he printed out. Okay, now have a look at again this, and look at the output. This will make you understand. But don't confuse yourself. Compare the output to my table.
Yeah. Okay.
So
So it like it like swap the column and the row.
I wouldn't say swap, but I would say because he's only printing.
Yeah.
It is just the way that he print out things are slightly different. Previously, he
Yeah.
prints the whole row together, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah.
And now he doesn't do that. He prints one column after another. So he print first column, 3 and 1. And then he go to the
Yeah.
second column and print it out. And then third column and print it out. Am I right?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have any explanation for that? Why, when we switch the for loops, this happens?
Hmm. I don't know.
Okay. When we first run this, the column will be equal 0. Am I right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
good. And then it means that every time we come here to print the mat,
Yeah.
we will have the row like that. And so we will execute that for maybe 2 times. Okay. The first time we run it, we have the column 0. And the second time we run it also, this for loop will get executed 2 times until it finish and print that. And then it come again to increase the column value from 0 to become 1. But now we're talking about the condition when it is 0. So when it is 0, it will print out 2 things. So it will execute that line 2 times. So this is met. Okay, what is the possible values of row when this execute 2 times? So the first time we run, we will have row 0, right? Typical. We start with row equals 0, right?
Yeah.
Okay, the second time we run, what is the value? What are we going to print out? I should put here 2 or 3 or 1 or what?
Wait a minute. Okay.
Do you recognize anything here in my table?
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, what do you recognize, please?
Your table is like using the rows and columns. It's like coordinates for the rows and columns.
Exactly. And does this match what you have in mind? I mean, is that clear to you?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Do you see what is the output that we're printing here? 3 and 1, right?
Yeah.
So it means that we are printing here and here.
0, 0, and 1, 0. Yeah.
So if I put here 1, so every time when we put the column first, and then every time the column have a value, we run the inner loop 2 times because we have 2 rows. So the first time when column equals 0, we will be printing these two. So this is here and here.
Yeah.
When
Okay,
column become 1, okay? So
yeah.
here will change from 0 to become 1.
Yeah.
And then we will print 0, 1 and 1, 1. Is that clear here?
Yeah.
When the column in the outer loop change from 1 to become 2, so you will remove the 1 here and you put 2 instead, and here you put 2 instead. So what's going to happen here? You print this and this, and this is the last thing that you can see here, 5 and 3. Clear?
Yeah.
So now you got two ways. You got a way to print the rows first or the columns first, one by one. Can you please try to write this code, please? It's important to recognize the differences between both of them.
Okay.
But on the logic wise, do you understand what happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
I get an error here.
Show me, please. You can see.
Oh, wait. I forgot to put the map. There you go. Okay. Yeah, it works.
Okay.
314253. Yeah.
Okay. So now, so if we have a method that print one array, okay, like that, okay. So this is how we used before a method that print one array. Now we are able to actually print one arrays from within the 2D, because we said the 2D array is actually an array of arrays. Okay, so we are able to print each row by passing this. So we can make one for loop like that, and that gives the number of rows. And instead of actually trying to implement the inner for loop or something, so we just call that print array. We pass it what? We pass it a single row. How a single row looks like? We give the name of the matrix or the name of the array that we have, and we put I like that. So we look before, when we have met 0 like that, what does it give to us? If you can still remember, we can go back here. Can you still remember that? So this is your 2D matrix. When you say 1, it prints the row 0. Here row 1. Here row 2. Am I right? You see here? Clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So now what I want to say to you that, of course, by creating more methods, it makes your life easier. So if you look at this single for loop, it is less complicated than having two for loops on top of each other. It's even more readable, right? So we encourage that we build methods like that. We organize our code in methods, and instead of writing two loops, we just make one loop that loops through the row, and then we call that method from inside it. You see this method, we call it, and we pass it one row. And this will go on and print this single row, because this single row is 1D array, right? It's considered 1D array, right? Clear, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now have a look at this code and tell me, what do you understand from it?
Okay. Yeah, so it will sum up the array, right?
Yes. So, but you notice that we are using for each loop, right?
Yeah.
And do you notice how they pass a 2D array to a method? This is a method called sum.
Yeah.
Clear, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. I would say write it first, please. We will need it on a later stage. Oh, sorry, we need to close.
Yeah.